Abusuafo yes Solomon Owusu yes senior communication officer edema then movement for change ye papa Alan Kojo Tramantin enne UP United Party abusua na waba na echese ene enkomo wadi ene nsem a wato ede amane Godfred Dame no abusua ensem no ano edi ye pa yes ene wabie nsem so na yade Godfred Dame so atensem enne abusia we dey ma me kasa wan pese yekona yeti ensem a Solomon Owusu senior communication officer edema the movement for change now UP United Party led by papa Alan Kojo Tramantin just what the ababetu da yonko na yentini na message be so say any dey connect channel so a but more than so be subscribe be like na wa bo aso ahye for person be atie no enya bi atie era so aye be media g.
Good morning to your cherished viewers, my brothers in studio. It's very important to acknowledge that our brother Kamadin is in his NPP colors.
Yes, I am.
And so definitely you must expect NPP positions on this matter. Nothing nationalistic. I wonder whether sometimes the up and coming politicians, they really understand the business that they are in. It explains to me why recently one of their own, Eka, went on radio or television and said that if we were to take NDC and MPP politicians, less than 10% of them think about the progress and the development of this country. I am saddened this morning. Whom are we discussing? We are discussing Hanan and the wife and the fact that an attorney general has filed what? Not the prosecutor.
Not the prosecutor.
So what?
He has withdrawn charges.
He has withdrawn charges. Thanks for your correction there. The first issue is the attorney general allowed under the law to do what he did? The answer is an emphatic yes. The next issue is Iyoko allowed to do what they did? The answer is an emphatic yes. Either than that, the lawyer for Hanan will not be speaking on radio, but rather go to the appropriate office or quarters to battle it out. Because lawyers don't fight on radio or on television, but rather go to a law court and then do what is right for the client. We are discussing statements made by Godfred Dame. Is that not the case? And to represent it as though it is the gospel to this morning, I don't envy Remonacha. And by the way, those that have been put in charge of institutions to protect our finances, to protect the sanctity of this country, do not be despaired. Do not throw your hands in the air. Because there is a deliberate attempt by people that know of the looting of this state to gaslight those in positions. And we as taxpayers must be wide awake not to be put in that light. You want me to take Godfred Dame? Dame's words serious? He's one of the lawyers with no credibility in this country for his information.
How so?
What credibility does he have?
How so?
I mean, we don't have to allow
How
him.
so?
My goodness. When you were speaking, was I not sitting here?
How so? I'm asking you, how
Fantastic.
so? Why are you attacking his credibility?
You were in this country.
Mm-hmm. I've always been in this country.
Fantastic. So maybe at that time you were not here. So you have confirmed to me that you were here.
Yes.
When there was a matter involving Atu forcing Japa and the rest. Is that not the case?
Yes. Popular ambulance case.
Fantastic, my dear.
Mm-hmm.
Did you listen to the tape? He and Japa on tape.
But you know that tape is still being argued.
Who is arguing who? Nobody has said, no. Don't even go into that realm. Godfred Dame, that he will come and speak. And first of all, he is the lawyer for Hanan, and you expect him to come and incriminate Hanan on air. And for that matter, we must ride at the back of what Godfred Dame is saying to be making an argument here, when we have not even heard from Yoko. We are not being fair to Yoko.
But who is gagging Yoko?
What are you talking about? What are we talking about here?
But he spoke to Hanan spoke to his lawyer.
Hanan spoke to his lawyer. And you expect, so tomorrow, if Yoko comes and debunks all that Godfred Dame said, where would we be?
But they have
This
not.
is a one-sided story.
But they have not.
And what I'm saying is that Iyoko is not a creature of any.
Sulu has a personal vendetta.
What is why? I mean, some of these trivialities. Where do I know Godfred Dame? I've never even spoken. I don't even know him. Why? What do I need from him? I am only saying that if we were in a serious country, he would be this bad.
So
He would be this bad.
So you'd have believed there's the same account if it wasn't from Godfred Dame. Is that it? If it was a different lawyer.
First of all, you see, the matter, I have already given you the basis for which reason why I will not agree or believe whatever Godfred Dame told you this morning. Because he knows the appropriate forum. As a lawyer, do lawyers battle their cases on air?
So appropriate forum, for example.
If he knows that the right of his client has been trampled upon, he will go to court. He will go, or you disagree with my position.
Well, I mean, because if you're not sure whereabouts of your client,
how is he not sure about?
Well, we know that Iyoko had picked.
So why is he not sure about that?
So he could apply for a habeas corpus.
So why is he?
But if you look at the time yesterday, did he really have the time to be able to apply? Looking at the processes we go through.
And I'm saying that his own past deeds does not give me that comfort that I should put any premium on whatever he told you this morning.
That's what I'm asking.
An attorney general, remember, if you're an attorney general, you're also the minister of justice. Let's get this distinction clearly. So that when a matter goes to court, you are not there to represent only the interest of the government or the state. You must look at where justice will lie. Here was a former attorney general who was trying to convince someone to go and peddle falsehood so that someone was incarcerated. Here was a former attorney general who was showing a client how to go and get fake medical report on tape. And I wake up this morning, the Ghana Bar Association, together with the judiciary, that person has not been disbarred, and he comes back to preach. I read one of his speech on City Online, telling the world that the judiciary needs good men in the system. My God, if I had died today, and some of these things are now being said, my soul will be weeping wherever it is. Coming from Godfred Dame. Do you remember Gregory Afoko?
Yes, I do.
Was he in this country? What was his position then? He commander, is trying to create the impression as though they are so sanctimonious. Gregory Afoko was treated like a common criminal. They will try the matter when it's about to end. They found all the prosecutor. They rearrest him.
The then Attorney General believed that was a real murder case, and he thinks that's required more premium.
Let me tell you, on the 6th of September 2010, the president then, Professor John Evans Atta-Mills, after Parliament had passed what we call it, the Iyoko Act of 804, assented to it. Iyoko is a creature of an act, and they are supposed to serve the interests of this country. You and I, we pay taxes. That's not the case. People are put at various positions to manage the taxes well. Some of us know what happened at buffer stock. Nobody must try, because time is elapsing, to think that we have forgotten what happened. In 2023, somewhere July, people had to go and sleep at the premises of buffer stock because they are supplying foodstuffs and they were not getting paid. Now the party leaves for power. We are told that people did things that were not right, and an institution that has been set up to make sure that if anybody engages in financial impropriety, is doing the job, instead of ways to look at what to come out so that our monies are retrieved, we are here bastardizing them. It's not going to happen. I believe that if the lawyer thinks that the client has been handled, he knows where to go.
What does this bring to you? Well, what can you say about the counts? There are 24 charges,
yes,
I recall, after a year.
But before you even get there,
yes,
let's also put it on record that it's only Hanan and the wife who have been, as it were, whose cases have been withdrawn. Is that not the case?
Yeah.
The rest of the accused, are they not facing trial?
So you mean that the question of how much preparation the prosecution...
It doesn't come in at all. Because, I mean, you believed in a certain document. You understand? Based on that, you charged about 4 people. You realize that no, these two, if you go this way, it's not going to help the state because we have gathered fresh evidence. Why must the state go on that tangent? So the rest are facing trial. Let's get it straight. Leaving the two who were rearrested to answer questions. This morning, in fact, they have been granted bail. They are going back to answer to the behave. The NPP as a political party has issued a statement in this matter. Is that correct?
On this matter, particularly
No, but I saw
of course.
by John online.
Yes.
So the NPP is now fighting the statement. That's what I was. And who signed that statement?
What do you mean by this? Fighting statement?
Which of the statements? Don't mix it up. That's the minority in parliament.
I saw one from the NPP signed by Nana Boachi. Or that one.
Saying what? Content is what?
Saying which of them? There have been a lot of things the minorities.
Also, a lot of statements have been signed.
Saying what? No. You say a statement. What statement? About what? Statement
The
about what?
Deputy Communications Director.
I asked
Statement on what? No, statement on what?
Yes.
On the arrest of Hanan and the
Yes,
detention of
what I read
his wife.
on my John online was to the effect that
Yes.
Yoko must
Yes.
immediately
Yeah.
release Hanan
Hanan and his wife.
and his wife.
Yes.
And I want to find out whether that statement that was signed by Nana B was indeed signed on behalf of the new Patriotic Party.
Of course,
Why not?
No, I only need a clarification.
Can they call for his release?
Oh, come on. You have BPO.
Where are you going with this question?
No,
I don't even know what he's saying.
So I want him to confirm so that I move to the next. Or you have called.
But in this country, you know that if you see a statement with a letterhead and people,
No, people can manufacture statements. So Kwabena Japan, he hadn't resigned, but the time he could say that MVP letterhead, Kwabena Japan has resigned from them. So a lot of things can happen. But what I'm saying is that
you are all over.
the statement that was signed by Nana B, if indeed was signed by Nana B, makes even the matter worse.
How so? That's what I've been trying to ask.
Nana B was the board chair of Bufferstock. You understand? That institution has been accused. You and your executives have been accused of financial impropriety. So if you want to create any impression of a serious business, it must not be someone who could at a point in this matter be invited to be the one requesting that you release my CEO. It doesn't help the case of Hanan. You understand?
What would it? Let me ask you. I was asking Kamal that if we, and of course we can work with what the lawyer says.
How are you going to work with what the lawyer says? The lawyer is representing a client the lawyer used. You know what the lawyer has done this morning?
What has he done?
He has been able to use your platform to pollute the minds of people without hearing the other side.
That how? I engaged him from yesterday afternoon. That's why. So it's a pick-up conversation.
No, pick-up conversation to represent the entire country. That as if his view is that when I know that this very lawyer has not behaved properly in the past.
But Solomon, I am asking a question that I'm asking the question that, knowing what I've been telling Kamal, that Iyoko, according to the lawyers, they only read the charges to Hanan.
Iyoko,
he wasn't being interrogated. First, if you want to interrogate why they didn't allow him access to a lawyer.
The lawyer told you that.
What would have caused Iyoko to just allow him access to a lawyer?
First of all, the lawyer claims he did not have access to the client. Is that the case?
Yes.
So how did he know that he was not
because he said around 7:45 p.m. His lawyer, Hanan, now had access to his phone. He spoke to him.
So what if Hanan lied to the lawyer? You don't know about that. The lawyer wasn't there.
MFA, this is a very serious platform.
But you think we are joking here?
But you see,
you think we are joking here? You come here and then
you think we are going to? I've been asking you. I've been trying to tell you from morning that we would only discuss what Godfred Dame has said because Iyoko has not responded in any way.
Let me say.
Yes.
In discussing Godfred Dame, I'm also discussing Godfred Dame.
Yes.
And I am trying to address your mind to the fact that Godfred that you want us to rely on, it has no credibility before me.
Now, say this tape which you reference, which is what you want to use as a script.
It's not me referencing it.
It was admitted. I agree.
Of course.
That it was admitted.
Yes.
But that does not amount to any criminal charges.
My goodness. MFA, look.
Yes.
If you were in a serious country, Godfred himself would disbar himself.
It raised ethical issues.
What is that? So now you are even having something to raise.
I'm saying that it raised because Dakar then petitioned that he be removed. You know this. And I'm saying that there was no finality to that.
So
because if they wanted to investigate that, then they will now investigate, establish, okay, because of this and this, then we consider this barren and all of that. But till then, he's a lawyer.
One-on-one.
Yeah.
You consider his actions on that tape appropriate?
Excuse me?
The way a man like Godfred Dame behaved on that tape appropriate?
I have no answer to that question.
Oh, how wouldn't you have an answer? Because of the way. So from my point of view, if you don't have an answer, let me answer you. It was inappropriate. It was so damning for an Attorney General and Minister of Justice to have behaved that.
So for you, there's possibility that there will be this conversation between Hanan and the lawyer, there could be some false.
But the man has already shown his true colors in the past.
Okay, I just want us to establish.
No, it is established. The people know, and let me believe you me. Anytime he speaks, a lot of people do not take it serious.
Okay.
Because of that singular act.
Okay.
You understand?
What do you feel about? How do you feel about?
Why are you raising your hand? Are you in classroom? Every small thing you are raising your hand.
Yeah, Thursdays usually we're in class.
But why is he raising his hand? Did I raise my hand?
So that I need to take notice.
And is he here on the basis of MPP or something? You are talking about MPP matter.
Solomon. Solomon, yes. Considering how this matter is a public matter, yes, and the interest of it, does it not surprise you how since yesterday the lawyer has been speaking, but Iyoko has also not said anything about this matter, giving us a true account?
I have had the course of admonishing some of these institutions to have communication wing. It's not only peculiar to Iyoko.
Okay.
A lot of them, they may have very, very good reasons why they are not speaking. They may have. But because we have not heard from them, that is why I'm trying very hard to punch holes and also look at, you see, the message is as good as the messenger. If the person carrying the message, that is Godfred Dame, who is trying to pollute the atmosphere, create the impression that we must go after Iyoko, is anything to go by, then I'll be thinking twice. And that is why I'm saying that Iyoko and other institutions must be also doing that favor by, as it were, issuing statement to the effect. I don't know whether your station, as a matter of fact, has actually reached out to Iyoko. As a matter of fact, I don't know. Because if you have not been invited to a matter, you can also not just poke your nose into a matter. I'm not too sure it was Godfred Dame that reached your station. You reached him. So in the same way you reached Godfred Dame, you must be able to reach Iyoko.
We did. I mean, the lawyers we have access to, one of them said that he wasn't around. But like I said, this is public knowledge. You have a public office. You have a duty on you as well to engage the media.
My tax revenue has to be protected. The functions of Iyoko is to investigate on the authority of the Attorney General financial and economic laws to the state or the Republic of Ghana. So if an institution is doing that, and as a tax-paying person, I can only be interested in it, then what is this business of always calling for accountability? So in this country, you see the way we play our politics.
Yes.
Oh, we will fight corruption, fight corruption. When an institution decides to fight corruption, then the same people will turn around. Hey, they are harassing us. They are doing this. So they are just close this country and let everyone go his way.
So what do you finally, if I come to the...
Hey, you gave this man 15 minutes. We are not going to do that.
You've been speaking for 30 minutes.
What are you talking about?
Really?
You came here and
this morning we have started very well. Solomon,
yes.
What do you expect should happen this morning?
What I expect is that Iyoko must behave within the confines of the law.
What would the confines of the law look like for you this morning?
They have been given the mandate. And that's why I told you that if the lawyer of the accused believes that anything illegality has taken place, the appropriate forum, he knows. He knows how to take his client, he knows how to take on the institution. But I strongly believe that to the extent that he's only talking to media people, it means he knows that the Iyoko is operating within the confines of the law.
Okay.
Yeah. They should go ahead, they must be encouraged to go after those that have looted from us. We must not lose touch of that. People are sleeping on their bellies. People are dying like chicken. What are we talking about? That people come and steal us, and then we come here and use politics and emotions so that people get away with our booty. It's not going to happen. And it is the reason why Wanda and his party, I kept telling them last year that I know this country very well. Emotions. When people have committed offense and you don't act fast, and you allow time to pass. Do know today when people go to court, they actually have bloggers who misreport whatever happened
But why are you shouting?
in court?
Because I'm far from him.
I have to. Don't mind him. He's understand. You came here, and then if you don't know that your party has issued a statement concerning a whole political party, that's very interesting.
You say that the time period is necessary. I asked you a question about 1 year after all these, after the Attorney General addressed us and said that there was painstaking investigation on this matter. I recognize that you say that other people or those who are being co-charged in this matter, it's continuing, but for Hanan,
that is what has happened.
Does it impress you? Does it impress you?
It impresses me because there is no point in expending our money to go on a wild goose chase.
Okay.
When you have fresh evidence that can actually.
Okay.
And so what is the point in this? But what you must not allow people to be doing now is emotions. They want to throw in the emotional bit.
Where's the emotion bit?
I come here and then the person has a wife and then, hey. The other time when they arrested someone, they say 70-year-old is stealing from us.
Who?
That's what they say.
Who is a 70-year-old? Which of the cases?
Give that one.
He was just rushed to the hospital. He was unwell.
The last time we went to Kolebu, my sister died sadly. They told us that ICU, there was no bed. She died. I buried my sister. Kofi Juma goes to Yoko immediately there's a place at ICU. This is what we are doing to ourselves in this country. We are not truthful, we are dishonest, and if you are going to continue on this tangent, the youth of this country, you are going to suffer.
Okay.
They are stealing your future.
Let me hear Dr.
Abusia wene ensema Solomon Owusu, the man with facts and figures. Abusia ono ena yetene kase odisa ensem no etudwa edemaya ode Godfred Dame atotun level. Yabadamase samoje pene kokuti sa ensem we edemaya aha gossip politics TV so bedawase.